So the formula for compound interest gives us a quick way to jump straight to the final amount in the person's account. And the way it's represented in my textbook is Pn equals P0 times 1 plus R over 100 to the power of n. Now, a formula is no good if you don't know what the letters in the formula mean, so let me explain. This is the amount after n years. P0 is the initial amount that you've put into the account. R is the interest rate, that's the percentage. And N is the number of periods that the money is in the account. Now, our periods are usually measured in years, but they are not always, and some of the more complicated questions pay interest in periods of months or periods of 3 months. We'll look at some examples of that later. But that's the number of periods that your money is in the account. This probably still is looking pretty complicated, so I'll do an example to explain. E.g., Ali puts £400 in an account that pays 2% interest, compound interest, always remember the compound, for 9 years. How much money is in the account after 9 years? Okay, so I can use the formula to work this out. Pn is the so actually it's going to be specifically P9 in this case, the amount of money in the account after 9 years. So P0 is the initial amount, £400, multiplied by bracket 1 plus the interest rate, which is 2%, over 100, close bracket, to the power of the number of periods. In this case, our number of periods is 9 years. And that gives you the number that you have to put into your calculator. And if you put that carefully and exactly into your calculator, it will give you the answer. Although, obviously, you've got to be careful with the brackets and the fraction and stuff like that. I'll just do that now. And that gives me £478 and 4p.